to Mongolia, to its art and culture. I hope that you are all doing well. As it was just Christmas, well, Merry Christmas or Happy Yule. If there is some that celebrate Christmas or celebrate Yule or the whatever you are celebrating, happy celebration to all of you. So I hope that you are all doing well, that you had pretty cool holidays, and that you ate a lot and so on. So I'm glad to join you here again today. Hello Bjorn, thanks for coming. So for the time that people join, I will just play a little bit, and then we will get into the live. So the idea for this live, as there were no question this week on Discord, I'm thinking of, as the in the previous live you seem to have appreciated like kind of like the structure of the Bilge, of the Bii, how to learn. Maybe today I can kind of like make a live analysis of the Joroo, of the Hotun Joroo. So I didn't prepare the paper like it was last time. I will make it directly live with you guys. So that's the idea for this live. And if eventually you're not on Discord, but you still have questions that you would like to hear in the live, you can put them in the comment below, and in the next live I will answer them. So I will just play a little bit, and then we will get into it. So I guess that you recognized this song. So let's see. Hello, Onal, and hello, Magne. Thanks for joining. So now, as I was saying, we'll get into the Joroo in detail. We will analyze kind of the different part, the different sentence, kind of to show you directly, lively, how I would do to decompose, to kind of write the different sentence and all that, to illustrate kind of what I was talking in the previous live. So first, I will just play the Joroo fully, so you can remind the melody of what it was and so on. And also, I would suggest you, if you want, you can take a piece of paper and you can eventually write the different sentence like A prime, A second, or B, C, and so on, like kind of, or whatever you want to write with your own method or whatever. And then once I will finish the playing, I will show you how I would decompose the B, how I would decompose this B. And then you can compare if you would have the same as me or something different and so on. So that can be, I guess, a little bit interesting. So let's get into it. So that's the Hoton Joroo, the way it was taught to me. So of course, this Joroo have many different version, many different kind of structure, decoration, and all that. So I will just share the one that I know, the one that was taught to me. So let's see. So I have my, I would say, is it the Virgin? Yeah, okay. So I have my blank page of paper. So let's see how it goes. So I don't know if you actually tried to write the structure of this song. So let's get into it. So Hoton Joroo. So the first, okay, first there is this one. So that I will call it A. Okay. Then so this would be B, and I will put actually A prime, because later there is this more like kind of quickly. Then again, B, then maybe, mm, okay, let's say maybe a C, kind of like a bridge. Then this one, so that would be a D. That's gonna be a lot of different section. D, maybe a D prime. And I think I have almost everything. Oh, maybe a E for the bridge in the middle. So for me, I don't know how many sentence you identified. For me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have seven sentence, kind of that I kind of extract from this Joroo. So for me, the first A, we will start with one. So the A would be this little sentence. This would be A. Then after that I would call it B. So it's 1A, 1B. Then after there is again A and B. So we have like that. Then there is this little bridge. So far, that's what I got right now. 1A, 1B, 1A, 1B, and then the C. So if I play that right now, that would be this. A. Now B. Then A again. Then B again. Then there is some kind of little bridge, which here I called C, which is this. And then we get into the D part. So we have a D here. So, oh, I think I forgot some stuff. So actually after that there would be one more B, and then there would be a D. So not like that. As you can see, I'm really doing it right now live. So that's pretty interesting. So B. That I would call it D, kind of, I think. Yeah, I think I would call that D. So actually there would not be a D, E, F, I think. So that would be a D. Then after that, that's actually a pretty long sentence. D, then the E. So after this one, and that's where we have our A prime going again. Then we have B, A prime again, B, and then that's kind of following the same structure as we had before. So then 1D, 1E, 1F, and the ending is a D again, I guess. So I think in my weird method, in my mind, this Joroo would look like that actually. So wait, the focus is a little bit weird. Okay. So A, B, then a little bridge, then B again. Then there is a little bit more like the Joroo going, the D and E. And then again, kind of like the intro. And again, the repetition with a variation. Here, the E and then the outro. So I don't know if I don't know if you had the same structure, the same ID. So Bjorn is asking actually, does it count for Tatlaga or for B? This one is a B, it's a bilge, it's a dance. So it's played to make people dance the B. So it's not really counted as a Tatlaga exactly, more like a dance, as there is the usually everything is a B until there is no dance for it. Then it become a tatlak, kind of. So you can consider that because as we saw a little bit previously, the tatlak are kind of coming directly from the B, from the bilge. So if there is no dance, usually it means that it's more like a composition that is inspired by what we have in the B in the bilge. So that's how you can understand it. So for me, to make a little sum up of it, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sentence kind of. Well, actually, the thing is that as you are saying, it sounds like it has similar decoration and gallop as a tatlak. The thing is that historically, first there were the B, and then from the B became the tatlak. So usually this jara is more or less the first galloping style that was created on this instrument. It's coming from the west of Mongolia, and that's where there is like all the B, all the tatlar, the not the tatlar, the B, the tatlar, the tul, or the homi. A lot of maktal are also coming from the west. So basically, a lot of the center, the cultural musical center, kind of, is in the west of current Mongolia. So it's kind of between the Kazakhstan. Above there is the Tuva, then the Baru Mongol and all that Altai. So it's really like in this core, in this area. Then in the current east of Mongolia, it's more the Urtindo and also the Tatlak. So basically, this one that I play is kind of from Dondrov. But this, then it's gonna be more like a normal horse galloping. The Jora is more like the Amble. So it's a little bit like the camel or the bear. They have this similar, the two legs from one side are moving together. So it's not really the tagata, tagata, tagata. It's a little bit different. And this is very frequent in the west of Mongolia. So the frontier, there is a very thin line between a bee and between a tatlar. Basically, almost the two are kind of the same thing, except that the bee will have a dance for it, and sometimes there is words as well. A tatlar, there is usually no dance for it. Actually, there is no dance for it. And usually there is also no words. It's just a melody, just a melody. So that's kind of the difference. So the line between the two, the frontier between the two is very, very, very thin to get to make a little bit of information about that. And also this gallop, this amble, and the different pace of horse, they're represented, they're played very differently if we are in for example, in Ofs, if we are in Haft, so two different provinces of the West Mongolia, or if we are in the east, if we are in the center of Mongolia, and so on. So there is dozens of different ways to play the gallop. the Joroo or the galloping of the horse. There is kind of one, not maybe not one version per person, but almost. So there is a lot of similarities, things that are borrowed from one to another, inspired from one to another, and so on. So basically, what you can understand when it comes to the galloping of the horse on the Morin Huur, there is, let's say 3.5 big family, big group that you can separate. One is the Joroo, which is the west of Mongolia. Within it, there is different kind of way to play it, also depending on the ethnic group. So that's the first thing that you can understand. Then the second one would be kind of the central Mongolia style. Then you have the Rêve style, and then half, not a full, kind of a mix between the central Mongolia and the Rêve one. So from what I could see, from what I heard and so on, that's kind of the 3.5 uh, group. I would divide the different way to play the gallop and to represent the horse on the Morin Huur. Kind of 3.5 from my understanding. So yeah, of course, they're all very connected to each other, and as said, they inspire from each other, borrowed some stuff, and so on. So yeah, that's for the Bii Tatlaga kind of difference and style. So let's drink a little bit of lemon water. Too much lemon. So let's get back to this Joroo Tatlaga. So basically, that's like the structure that I actually wrote. So I will play it now, kind of a little bit slowly, and tell you like the different part. So also to check that actually I made it right. Yes. So first A. Then B. Then E, A again. Then B again. Then C, a little bridge. Then B again. Then D. Then E. Okay, yeah, I think that works. Then A prime. Then B. Then A prime again. Then B again. Then D. Then E. Oh. Then F. Oh, that's difficult to do it from scratch. So I will do the E and F together. And then D, the last part. So that's kind of like So I must admit that this sentence I cheated a little bit, because they are not exactly identical. They come three times, but they're not exactly identical. They have some subtle variation, some little change. So eventually the D could be D1, D2, D3, or D prime, D second, D third. Um, so, but I think that's kind of working. Um, so for this Joroo, that's kind of like the structure that you might want to write to get the understanding, to have a visual kind of notation, visual helping to learn this B. So that's how I would kind of, how to say, like divide the different sentences and different part. So tell me if you actually did something similar, or if your version is get more sentence, or if it's more complex than that, or if it's more simple. Like tell me how you made your own notation for this B. I'm very curious to know what you made, and if also this kind of live analysis was helpful. So I don't know about now if you want guys to make a Urtindo practice, or if maybe you want me to crack to analyze another B. I don't know what you are thinking and are willing to do right now. So please let me know what are your wish for the next part of this live. Yeah. So Bjorn, I did a similar thing with the song of the previous live. So I'm glad to hear that you already went into the concrete practice and concrete use of this kind of notation technique. So I guess that it helps learn the new Bii, the new Tatlaga, and so on. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that, to read that actually. So yeah, I don't know. What about the Urtindo practice? Shall we make one now, or? Hey Sam, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad. So yeah. Okay, so I guess we will get into some Urtindo practice. So as usual, I will cut directly to the tuning, as now you all like pretty confident and you know how it works. So first, lower string. Yeah, I guess that should be plenty. Then higher string. And double string just to check. So I will just, so I guess that you guys should be all tuned up right now. I will just take a comfortable position. So some sound issue, or is it just with me? Oh, is it like a cracking or something? Let's see. Maybe my instrument is too loud. Is it better now? How is it now? Is it still cracking or something? I guess maybe I played too hard on the instrument. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so I guess maybe that's okay right now. Yeah, some crack. Can you not well enough, but it's a little cracky. Oh, that's weird. Why is it cracking? Or maybe that's the connection that is a little bit like the connection is a little bit too slow or something. Maybe today, as it's Christmas and so on, maybe everyone is like making videos and video call and stuff like that. I don't know. Okay, so as now we are tuned, I hope that the sound will be okay during the live. So it's like 35 now, so let's get to 10 minutes. So I hope that the sound will be okay. So if some just wants to listen and meditate with the music, I hope that it's gonna work fine. So let's get into it. And we will finish. So That was for today's little Urtino practice. So we went to 2 octaves today, actually 2.5 octaves, I think. So we went from here so it's almost 2.5 octaves that we played today. So I hope that the sound was okay. I tried to play a little bit lower because I think that maybe I was playing too loud and maybe the microphone was like saturating or something. So how is it? How is this practice? Also feel free to leave a comment below to tell me how much you like this Urtindo practice, kind of how much it is helping your playing style, playing skills. How is it helping you to improve on the Morin? So leave a comment. Feel free to say what you think about this. So definitely that would be great to have some feedback, maybe to implement new things in it. So definitely let me know. So hey. Yeah, sorry, I just went a bit crazy practicing something. Bjorn is asking, do Urtindo's singer ever follow Murderwatch? Well, normally not. But now in modern time, Murderwatch tend to impose kind of their playstyle, and they're not really following the singer that much anymore. So basically the Murderwatch is tending to just stick to the way he or she learn to play one song, one Urtindo, and just play it the way he practiced it, and so he or she practiced it, and then the Dochin need to adjust kind of the breathing and so on, but that's kind of super wrong. Because usually, as we already talked into the Marhur in previous live, it's really depending on the singer. The singer, every singer have a different style, different lungs capacity, different way to sing, different way to hold the note and so on, different decoration. So maybe if, for example, let's say I learn one Urtindo one way, maybe this one way will work with some singer, but with some other, it's gonna be totally different, and it's gonna be kind of super messy. So normally the Murhurch should kind of follow the singer, especially with the breathing. Usually when the singer is taking breath, the murderer should not really change the bow there. The note on the murderer should be steady, and then when the singer start to sing again, then we can again change the bow. So it gives this idea of very, the wide step and this idea of continuous sound, just like a river, just like the wind and so on. So normally the murderer should not lead when it comes to Urtindo. Also, another reason is that normally the Urtindo is not a murderer art, it's a singing art. And the Dochin usually they sing alone while herding on the horse or just the border of a river or something. There is not always a Marhurch and there is not always a Limch at disposition to accompany the singer, but the voice is always there. So basically, the singer would sing alone. So normally, the singer is singing with a lot of freedom, you know, and is very free to do whatever he or she wants, because he or she sing in the countryside or just with the nature. And if the singer wants to take a while to take a new breath or something, or just want to relax for a second or something, then the Marur should adjust that to the hello Taybach Shadzadi. Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. So yeah, the Marur should definitely adjust to its to the singer he or she is accompanying. So that's very important. That's why I really like this exercise, this practice. It really help forgetting that there is a structure, you know. It's really like getting free. And there is some singer that I've been following sometimes, not just once but two, three, four, five times. And even it's the same singer, they are not singing the exact same way from one day to another, obviously. So someday they will be a little bit, they would be a little bit faster. Another day they would be a little bit slower. Then one day they would give more ornamentation. Then another day they would be more, how to say, like humble, less ornamentation, and so on. So that's very dangerous in a way, in my opinion, to stick to uh, one always the same way to play one urtindo. That's very important to stay open and to focus on listening to what's going on and all that. So that's kind of to answer the question of like, is the Mörderrutsch leading or not, or is the singer following the Mörderrutsch or not? The only occasion I can think about when the singer is following the when the singer is following the Mörderrutsch is when the singer doesn't know the song or doesn't know the melody exactly. Like for example, if one person is learning one song, then maybe the Mörderrutsch can play to give a support, so the person can, if the singer is kind of forgetting the melody or something, then they can follow the Mörderrutsch. Then the Mörderrutsch will become the lead, kind of to help and support the singer to learn the melody. So that's kind of the only occasion I can think about when a singer would follow the Mörderrutsch. I think in all the other occasion, the the Mörderrutsch is gonna follow the same way as when you ride a horse. The person who's riding the horse should be kind of leading the horse to go there or there. So yeah, that's kind of like about this Urtindo Mörderrutsch kind of connection and so on. So yeah, I think if you have any other questions or something, definitely feel free to let me know. So today that was again this deconstruction of this Joroo, of this Bii. That was quite interesting. Maybe I could do that in each live. Uh, Kind of deconstruct, choose one bilge, choose one tatla, choose one Bii, and do this kind of analysis during the live to help you guys kind of see how I do it, and so maybe to help you learn these different pieces. So you can leave a comment below to tell me if it's something that you would like, and if it's something that you would like, maybe you can make some suggestion of what melody you would like to see me kind of decompose or analyze like that. So I can see Bjorn is asking, is it easier to play a higher note if you play closer to the bridge? Usually, yeah, exactly. maybe I should have put the camera a little bit lower. So I don't know if you could see where the bow was. Usually when we are playing the Morin Huur, as we saw, basically the bow is around this area. When we are playing on the top of the neck, and as we gradually move up in the octave, so lower on the bow, then gradually the bow will also tend to get closer to the bridge. So basically, if I will just like maybe move the camera a little bit lower so you can see what's going on here. So basically, if I play here, if I tend to move, you see the bow lower and closer to the bridge, it gives more, I would say, more space and more kind of like tension, something to push on the string here. If I play here, it's gonna tend to be very crunchy, kind of. So the higher in the note, so the lower you are on the neck, obviously the lower the bow will tend to go, so basically closer to the bridge. So for example, so I don't know if you can see, but gradually I start the bow around here, and gradually as I move on the scale, as I move up on the scale, then the bow is gradually moving closer to the bridge. And when then you go back higher on the neck, so kind of like lower on the note, obviously the bow will move will move up. So sorry, I'm a little bit disturbed because on the chat there is someone that is a bit crazy and spamming pretty crazy stuff. So I'm kind of reading on the same time this person spam. So sorry about that. So yeah, gradually this bow position kind of moving up and down to actually to get it right and to get comfortable with that. The best thing to do is actually again playing super slow and playing the scale up to the higher note that you can reach. So actually it would give you as you will play slowly, it will give you this feeling on where is it that you need to play on the string to get the better sound. The same way when you are playing empty string, if you play very close to the bridge, that's also gonna give you a very uncomfortable sound. So basically always, as I say, always play super slow, and the slower you play, the better you will be able to identify the position of the finger to get the right sound, and also the position on the bow, on the strings, closer to the bridge or not close to the bridge, to actually get kind of like this right position on the long go, kind of. So I know that I just bought my instrument at bad quality. Well, usually the problem is very not that often about the instrument. Usually that's the person who hold the bow that is the issue. But indeed there is in the high note, basically some instruments tend also to have this kind of wolf note, like this that we talked a bit about before. And also there is something that in some instrument the first octave will tend to have a very nice and mellow sound, and as we move up in the octave, the sounds start to be crunchy, start to be almost annoying, like very strident and so on. So it can also come from the instrument, but usually that's coming from the fingers and from the bow. So I hope that it answered the question with the bow and with the finger and so on. So it's been an hour. I hope that I answered the question that you had in mind with the playing and especially playing the high note and so on. So I guess that we can stop for today. Again, feel free to leave a comment with the suggestion that you have for the B and Bilge analysis. If you have some request on which song you would like me to analyze and to check during the live, and feel free to like and share if you like this moment. And actually, that's the last live of this year. So well, Happy New Year in advance. So I hope the next year will be better. So definitely have a good practice, have fun, and we'll see each other next week. So bye bye. Thanks for coming.